Hey guys, it's Kite Tales, and I'm sure you all have already seen that Elden Ring has officially announced DLC. Well, DLC is in development, and this is coming a couple days after the 1-year anniversary, which I'm sure FromSoft was under a lot of pressure to get an announcement of some sort out. Even Forbes did an article like, Elden Ring doesn't have DLC yet, and it's been 1 year. So I think this is coming at a time where a lot of people were kind of chomping at the bit for it. Now, we don't know a lot. We were only given this image, and I wanted to take a look at a couple things in the image that really stood out to me here. So first off, we see this figure on Torrent, and this figure to me, honestly, before I thought Mikola, I thought it reminded me of Marika. The hair, the hairstyle, the connection to Torrent. It would make more sense to me that it's Marika rather than Mikola, because I don't know what the relationship between Torrent and Mikola was, but you never know. Torrent may be the one that was there when Mikola opened up his eyes and was like, hey, I survived. The second thing that stands out to me is the great tree, the Erdtree over here. Now, to me, it looks like a shard of the Erdtree has been fallen from the sky and pierced the great tree. And I always assumed the Erdtree was grafted on top of the great tree. So how plant grafting works, you have the rootstock, which is the base plant, the roots, and then you have the stem and the leaves, which is the plant you put on top of it. I always looked at the Erdtree as being this sort of parasitic graft on the great tree, and that's what this is kind of giving me vibes for. But it also looks really ashy, it looks burnt, there's parts of it that look destroyed, and it's crooked, so this might just be the Erdtree's resin left over after it's burnt, which is stuck inside the great tree. So I don't know if I feel more like a sequel or a prequel from this image. We see some structures, but we don't see any of the iconic locations from Elden Ring. These also look like stone caskets, and these spirit headstones, they look like graves to me, so I'm kind of seeing like, oh, lots of death has happened, which would be accurate. These markers right here look vaguely reminiscent of something, but I can't put my finger on where I know them from, so it might be something related to this new world in the works. This golden grass looks like barley or wheat, and it makes me wonder if the Erdtree burning was a sort of like golden fertilizer that fell on the lands between and sort of revitalized it. And maybe this is Mikola and he's woken up to this, and now this is his domain starting over. This is what he wanted with the Halig tree. This is his time to shine. Elden Ring was already a post-apocalyptic fantasy setting, so I don't know if would they really do that again? Would they set Mikola up to be this terrible leader and then you go in and have to kill him? So I really don't know what the DLC is going to, what direction it's going to be. It's FromSoft, so it's not going to be a happy game. But I just don't know if they would do the post-apocalyptic thing again, or if this is going to be like in the present, years and years and years, thousands of years down the line. The name of the DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree, is very telling. This could be taken in a couple of different ways. The shadow that the Erdtree cast over the lands between, like now we are working with the remnants of what we have after the Erdtree has been destroyed, the shadow of its legacy. Or it could be a sort of shadow of its former self-reference to the great tree. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of fun speculation. I just wanted to throw my hat in the ring and talk about some of the observations that I saw. So definitely let me know in the comments what you see and what you think, and we'll have a lot of fun discussing this, I'm sure, until we get more news about it. We will be waiting with bated breath for more DLC announcements, but until then, if you're hungry for Elden Ring content, I just put out a video on Marika and Radagon and going into Marika's origins, so somewhat relevant to this if this does end up being a sort of Marika origin story. Alright guys, that's all for now. Stay tuned for more DLC updates and whatnot, and I'll see you next time. Bye!